In this video, I'm going to teach you how to make 50 million rubles per day easily on customs during the event. For the first part of this Rouble method, we're going to make our way to the right side mid of the map, as you can see on screen now. This is the location of the power button on customs. This button has to be turned on in order to activate the extract that's beneath the fort. The only goal here is survival. Getting out alive with the tank battery should be the only thing in your mind. You don't need to be distracted by fighting the raiders or Reshala or PMCs. If you can avoid the fight, don't take the fight. Get in, get the battery, and get the fuck out. Because even if you kill everyone, the odds of running into a cheater while doing this are quite high, because there are currently quite a few cheaters in the game, unfortunately. So yeah, you don't want to take the risk of running into a cheater. You need to get in there and get out as quick as possible, because you cannot win the fight against the cheater. It's almost impossible, provided they have hands. So a really important thing to note here about what I just did, I just checked my entrance. I checked the whole top side of the fort. That's the train side of the fort. I'm going to call it the north side. I'm not quite sure if it is the north side, but I entered by the north side. So the idea here is that we clear it out with long range. I like the SVT for this. It's not expensive and it hits very hard in the current broken armor meta, by the way. Controversial hot take, but yeah. The SVT will get the job done. It does put guards down quick, and it puts bosses down quick, and PMCs. So yeah, you basically find a clear way in, get the tank battery, and come back out the same way. You don't need to peek out over the edges when you get the high ground on second floor. You don't need to look out for PMCs or raiders or Reshala or none of that. Don't take a look. Just fucking get in, get out, get gone. There's a 4-minute 2 million rubles. GG. Now, not every raid is going to be that simple. Sometimes you're going to get a shit spawn, like over a big red, and then you're going to make your way over here, and then... Oh, wow. He's really good. I wish I was that good at 10 hours. GG. Okay, so here's another undesirable spawn from the opposite side of the map. I make my way towards power, and then we're going to, of course, head back towards fort once I turn the power back on. I usually wait for my energy to recharge at least 50%. I've got lower level endurance. I'm like level 20, or I'm about level 31 endurance while recording this video, which is not ideal, by the way, especially at late wipe. I reset my account twice this wipe for content, lol. Make sure you check out my stream if you're not already. I'm live every day. Please go over and drop me a follow on Twitch. It does help me a lot. But yes, in this raid we're going to be dealing with Reshala. Reshala is in fort. You can hear gunshots already. Sometimes when you hear the gunshots, it can be quite confusing. You might assume that that's PMC fire. It's not always. The raiders will kill scavs, and Reshala's guards will kill scavs as well. So it's not always PMCs. You don't always need to be that alert. But as you can see here, I'm fighting against the raiders outside. They are rotating quite uncomfortably close to me. You don't want to get caught in the open by multiples of these guys. They will kill you. You better respect them, because you will get head-eyed. They're very, very, very strong. The high-end AI in this game is incredibly strong. And customs is not... this map is not really great for fighting high-end AI because of the visual clutter. As you can see, there's machines and boxes and bushes and long grass and hills, and like a lot of this stuff is very like indefinite. It's not like super solid and clean in terms of like an FPS map or area to fight. But yeah, if you approach them with caution and respect, you shouldn't have many problems. But you do have to relocate and reposition a lot. Right here I get caught with one on the left. As usual, I just respect him. I move towards cover. I use my line of sight knowledge to get past, and I don't have to kill him. You don't have to kill him. He won't absolutely definitely push you. But yeah, I find a way in, make my way in, make my way up the stairwell. You have to be really careful in this stairwell, because there is a hole in the wall beside. And here I realize that Reshala is actually here, and this is where things get interesting. And right there, just to raise my blood pressure even more, my thorax is now blacked out. I cannot take any more damage or I die, guys. There it is. Rashala down. GG. And that's the last guard down as well. I believe that's the last guard. Now, the reason I'm looting this guard, and the only reason, is for nades. I don't care about anything else. This, in terms of 1.7 to 2 million for the tank battery, this loot is worthless. Apart from a possible colored key card on Rashala, I'm not sure about that. But yeah, taking the nades from the guard is the reason that we're looting here. We need the nade to check to see if there's any more AI beneath me, because they will aimbot you vertically as well. If they're on the floor below, they will absolutely kill you in like 2 bullets, and you will die before you even know you're being shot at, trust me. But yeah, we get the tank battery, loot Rashala, check if there's colored key cards, take a shit and get the fuck out once again. Just leave. You don't need any of the other loot. Trust me, it's insignificant. You're probably going to get a couple of nades. You might get maybe 100k worth of loot max from the raiders. It's not worth it. You've got 1.7 million in tank battery. Just leave. GG. GG. That's 16.6 thousand XP and 1.7 million rubles in 10 minutes. Obviously, 10 minutes is not ideal, but we did survive. Survival and all the XP combined with the money makes it worth. GG. Here's another example. The same basic strategy. I checked the top side of the fort after turning on the power. I realized that there's no raiders in the immediate vicinity. There's none up top and there's none close on the bot side. So what I do here is I actually go underground. Taking the underground route is actually a good idea as well, because like PMCs will not spot you coming in here. It's very unlikely that the raiders are going to be here. I decide this time to open the door before I collect the battery. So I'm going up the stairwell. Again, be cautious of the hole in the wall here in the stairwell. The raiders can shoot you through that. And a cheater could potentially actually just follow you across the map as well. I noticed some raiders out there. It's not worth taking the shots, because as soon as you take shots at the raiders, they will fire back and reposition to get you. Tank battery's right here. Grab it, jump down the stairwell, and fucking leave. GG's. It's that easy. We don't need to get involved in any kind of drama. Just literally get the hell out and collect our cash money, motherfucker.
Time to extract.
Once you start rubbling up and snowballing, it can be a good idea to run a high-end kit at nighttime, like a thermal scope flare during night raids, because this can help with avoiding other PMCs spotting you in the dark. Also, it removes the whole process of spotting the enemy, because basically the flare does all the work. So it is a good idea to run a flare, but only if you have a lot of money, because the gun, it basically ups the gun's price to about 1 million rubles, and you don't really want to be wagering 1 million rubles per raid, because there is a good chance you will die to cheaters quite a bit while doing this when you start out, until you get confident with the process. Again, I spotted the PMCs earlier on while infiltrating the fort. Chose not to engage, because as soon as you start engaging the raiders, sorry, not PMCs, the raiders, they will change their behavior quite dramatically, and it will make the whole process a lot longer and more difficult. It's not necessarily the AI we're afraid of at all. It's just being delayed and opening a time window to third-party PMCs or illegitimate players. But yes, GG's. Thanks so much for watching the video. I really appreciate it a lot. Please drop me a follow on Twitch if you're not following already. Link is on screen, and I will see you in the next one. Lads, please drop a like, subscribe, and comment as well. Thank you. See you in the next one.